What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode, 3 for 3. My name's Andres,
I'm Jalen.
I'm Jeff. What's up?
and today we got some more predictions for 2018. Some rap predictions. We're going to try our best. Music is a very, very unpredictable business, but we're going to try our best. I feel like we have a lot of people that know a lot about rap, so I feel like they'll be informed predictions. Let us know if you agree down in the comments below. Let's just jump right into it. Jalen,
Yo.
what you got? 2018 bold rap predictions.
2018 bold rap predictions.
Cool.
I don't know if this is bold or just noticing a trend, but if you guys are not aware, a few years ago, P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Puffy,
Puff Daddy.
he
Puff
started
Daddy.
his own TV channel called Revolt, and since it's kind of been founded, it hasn't really built up a lot of traction. People support it because it's Diddy's thing, black-owned business, but there's not a lot of great content on Revolt, right? That all changed earlier, not even earlier this year. That changed like this week when Joe Budden signed a deal with Revolt. He left Everyday Strugglers, which was one of the most popular shows of 2017. Right now, I'm sure Revolt has a lot of shows, but the two that I know about are The Breakfast Club and they have Joe Budden. So my prediction for 2018 is that Revolt continues to grow as a network and kind of becomes a mainstream kind of voice in hip-hop culture. That
On
is
the
my
same
bold
level
prediction.
as MTV, per se?
Not yet necessarily, but I definitely think that Revolt will be more recognized as
On that track.
You
On
think
that
like they could get bigger than shows like Everyday Struggle though, or?
I think we'll be hearing a lot of Revolt in 2018.
Okay.
The magnitude, I'm not really sure, but I think we'll be hearing a lot more of it, more so than we've heard in the past 4 to
Alright.
5 years.
Is P. Diddy alone part of the production? Like part solely responsible of what is on that channel? Or is he
I'm really not sure, to be honest.
Okay.
Diddy, if you see this, comment, let us know.
Let us know what's going on
Fuck,
with your
let us know.
channel
Let
and
us get a
show.
Revolt. Word.
Let us know.
Yeah, put us
Try
on.
to get
put
that
us on.
Revolt deal. Yeah, you feel me? I'm young. We're young. We're hip.
Please inform me.
Yeah.
Hip hop.
All right, nah, we can't be saying that on our show.
Yeah,
Cannot.
that's not
We
gonna
won't be
work for
signed. We won't
Revolt.
be signed.
Word.
Jeff, you got any predictions on any artists that are going to be up and coming?
Yeah, so obviously you can't really obviously unless there's speculation or song leaks and stuff like that, you can't really know if an artist is gonna release an album this year or whatever. But Chance the Rapper hasn't really released anything lately, and he's one of my favorite artists that's not mainstream. I mean, he's mainstream, but he's not one of the, you don't think about him as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right now kind of thing. So I think he comes out with the best album of 2018 and solidifies himself as one of the best rappers in the game right now. That is my
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
He's going to do that with the release of his very first album.
Not first. He has
Second.
Coloring Book's his first album, but he's
Oh,
had so
true,
many.
true,
He has
true.
had so many good singles. I Love Paradise. He's mixtape Acid Rap was so good with Cocoa Butter Kisses. Favorite song. Coloring Book was so popular when that came out. That's when Chance people really recognized who he was. No Problem, Blessings.
You think he's gonna be
Smoke
respected in hip hop though?
That's I mean,
You know how, for example,
Certainly,
G Easy. Not to compare Chance to G Easy,
Yeah.
but you know, G Easy, Logic, people like that are kind of outside of hip hop. They're rappers and they're very successful, but they're
Yeah.
not getting no features on the track. And I feel if you look at Chance, I can't really name too many Chance features that aren't Chance songs.
I mean, I know he was on Kanye's. He was on Ultralight Beam. I know
was
he's
on
been
that.
on. I think he was on. I know he's been on something with Drake's, so I forget. But I don't know who featured on Coloring
Drake.
Book. I know he did. I don't know who featured on Coloring Book, if anyone. But he might have had some people. But I know people. Obviously people respect Logic and G-Eazy, but there's the mainstream, the top 5 rappers, top 10 rappers in the game right now, like Chance. And I'm not saying he's gonna get features on his album, but I think he could do some big things. And I know what you're trying to say, but I think for example, I think Coloring Book was probably listened to more, or at least some of the songs in there, than any of G-Eazy's album or Logic's albums. And I love them both.
I'm gonna take back the G Easy example. Drake. I think Drake is
Take
a
it
better
back.
example. Drake is somebody who
But
is
Drake's
probably gonna sell the highest selling album of the year, But
Maybe,
if you're
yeah.
looking at hip hop, like the core essence of hip hop, he's not really in it. Like,
Okay,
yes, Drake is
then-
rap, but
okay.
he's also like
What?
No.
think
He
about it.
is it.
No, I know
But
what
you
you're
know what
trying
I'm
to
trying
say,
to
but
say.
I think
Drake
he-
isn't featuring on tracks right now.
Like, I
Drake
don't-
isn't with
Because he's
Offset
doing his
and
own
Migos.
thing.
But like I don't.
Because he's
'cause
a
he's
rapper,
doing-
but he's above.
Yeah.
He's a
Oh.
different kind of. He's a commercial rapper.
But like what I'm trying to
Yes.
say is I think
That
I don't
could be
think he'll be
chances,
as big
yeah.
as like Drake, but he'll be like maybe not in the conversation, but he'll be like in the conversation of okay, he's breaking into that kind of Drake form where it's like Logic and like say like Drake is first tier of like the commercial rappers and say like Logic and G-Eazy are like third tier. Like I think Chance will be second tier trying to break into first. Like I think he's gonna break out of that shell where he's kind of like people know who he is, but people don't necessarily like, think about him like you know
Of
you're in
commercial rap.
yeah, like if you're in the car, you'll be like, oh, what song to listen to? Like you'll think of Drake, but like you won't think of Logic, G-Eazy, or like Chance off the bat unless you're looking for like one of their songs that you know. Like I think Chance can become that this year. Like I think that will happen this year, hopefully, if he comes out with the album. So
I think since Chance has made himself very open about his opinions in the past, I think that's his path. He's definitely not just a rapper,
yeah,
and so I think that is going to help him out a lot in becoming a mainstream rapper. Much like, I guess, getting to that Drake level, like you were mentioning,
Yeah.
Jalen. I have some predictions that I don't know how y'all will take because I don't know your opinion about him. But I believe Post Malone is going to drop a top 5 album.
yo, I was thinking that was gonna be one of my predictions was like Post Malone because I don't know how much you Well, I'm gonna let you talk, but yeah, sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. Well, we some Syracuse homers. But
Yeah.
I think Post Malone, he has the confidence. I believe last year he said about Stone, his last album, he thought it was the top album of the year, and even though it was far from the truth, I like the
I
attitude.
know.
Post.
I think it finished top 10 though on Billboard. So
Post Malone is trash.
all right, but that's your opinion. So
That's your
that's
opinion,
not like
Jalen.
the world's like you thought Rockstar wasn't that good of a song. It was topping the charts for weeks. So
Yeah, but
We got
topping the
Rockstar.
charts and being a good reflection of hip hop, I think are two different things.
I
no,
think
he
you
wasn't
didn't
talking about
listen
his
to my
reflection on
prediction.
hip hop. He was just talking about like he's gonna sell a top 5 album or something. That's what he was saying. Like he's not saying
He's
that.
gonna
Oh,
sell the top 5.
He's already got the features. He's been
Yeah.
out there. Look, he's got it, bro.
How do you
Well,
guys
it's his
feel about
time.
hip hop that's not really hip hop?
Like,
Artists like Post Malone or like Logic or like G-Eazy that will drop an album, top the charts, but it's not really. They'll be on the Grammys, they'll be on the New Year's Eve special, but it's not really
I know what you're saying.
part of the
like,
culture.
it's
there's-
it's the way that hip hop's
There's
evolving.
yeah, like there's.
But how do you
like,
feel about that?
I don't.
How do you feel that this person that has no ties, he's not on the hip hop radio shows, he's not featuring with real hip hop artists, he doesn't have features with up and coming people on his album. How do you feel that person?
Yes, he does. What do you mean?
Maybe not Post, but in
Yeah.
general, Logic. Like,
Oh.
how do you feel about people like that? I'm not knocking them. Like, I get it. It is what it is.
They're different.
But how do you
Yeah.
feel like people like that running the hip hop charts when they're not really part of the culture?
I mean, I know
Jeff?
they're doing their thing, but like, there's obviously. I know you didn't mention this. I thought you were going more into the form of like, there's different types of it. Because like, for example, I think like if you go to like an artist like say Lil Pump or Future or something like that. Like, well, not maybe not Future because Future does like a mix up of things. But if you go like someone like Lil Pump, for example, or like Smoke Perp, like they're more hype entertainment kind of rappers. Like they're not gonna they're not gonna kill it lyrically. They're just gonna be kind of like hype stuff. And like you go to a more serious hip hop or like rappers kind of thing, like say Jay-Z or something, where you're looking for lyrics like a story. Like there's different like I guess like different forms that stem off from like the actual word hip hop or rap, and like obviously it needs to be classified differently because like there's a difference between music and like storytelling than there is like hype or like emotional things or like say trap music, stuff like that. So like there's like differences, but I don't mind it. I just think I understand what you're saying, like the way it's classified into the
So
same
what category do Post, G-Eazy, Logic, Macklemore, what kind of rap are they? What kind of type of rap are they in? Outside of
They're
them
the
just
mainstream.
being white.
They're the mainstream rapper with
Why
the
are they
great hook and
mainstream
great
rappers?
beat. Because
people like
there's a
their
lot
music.
more people that like a
You
catchy
think-
hook and a catchy beat than there are people that appreciate good.
I'm gonna
vocals.
ask this
That's
question:
just-
If Post Malone was black, do you think his album would be a top 5 album?
I think yeah.
I don't know how to answer that question. I mean, I don't think that would change anything.
I
no.
think the way Post Malone is growing, he's kind of the soundtrack for all smoke sessions out there, bro.
I've
And to be
never
honest-
smoked and listened to Post Malone ever. Have
Okay,
you?
I mean,
Jalen.
but like, also, let me ask
You
you
have?
this: if you think if Lil Pump was white, do you think he would be as big as he is right now? Like,
That's a better
I thought
question.
Lil Pump
That's
was
a lot
white.
better. That's
What is Lil Pump, yo? What is Lil Pump?
I
I
honestly
think he's
can't picture Lil
he's
Pump yet.
Hispanic.
Oh,
All I'm saying is the highest selling rappers right now are all white. And none of these white rappers are featuring on tracks with real rappers. None of them are at the BET Awards. None of them are at the Hip Hop Awards. None of them are on the Breakfast Club. None of them are on Everyday Struggle.
I mean,
just
Post Malone. I know Post Malone's separate.
Post
but-
Malone is. Post
Yeah.
Malone, I'll give you Post Malone.
Yeah.
But I think there's something wrong when you look at the top 5 albums, and 3 of them are Eminem, G-Eazy, and Logic. When we all know that Eminem, G-Eazy, and Logic are not the top 3 rappers in the game.
I think Eminem was partially due to
Maybe
his-
Eminem. I'll give you Eminem.
Well, no, I think
Eminem,
I
I'll let him
know.
rock.
I know you weren't a fan of his album, but like I think because Eminem releasing his album, it's been so long. It's like a big thing. There was
well,
there's a
he
different
was
style
top
to
charts
it.
for that.
Like, I think that's why he topped it. And then
Why
like,
is Eminem outselling Jay-Z, though? If it's the nostalgic kind of thing. If it's not because he's white.
I
Well,
mean,
I think
I
it
don't
would
know how to
happen
answer that
regardless.
question. Like you can't prove that it is white, but I can't prove that it's not. I don't know what there is to prove for it, so I can't answer that question.
All right, play it safe. I respect it.
I think this is an argument that shouldn't really surprise you because you know there are certain things that will always make the
Yeah.
mainstream.
But real
Above
quick
others.
before we
Yeah,
end
whiteness.
it, what you were talking about Post Malone, I don't know if you follow him that much, but he's supposed to be coming out with the album called Beer Bongs and Bentleys. Like he had a leak of that. Like the song he leaked, I thought was like so good, and like it's supposed to be out
Okay.
for a while now, but hopefully it'll come out 2018. It's supposed to be like it's been a few months he's been talking about it, but like we'll see if it comes out, and I think that's gonna be a really really popular album considering like Stoney was bigger than expected, and it finished.
Stony, congratulations,
Yeah,
bro,
congratulations
Jalen. I
was
know you were
huge,
bumped.
and, like,
Congratulations.
There was other songs.
Congratulations.
There's other songs people didn't realize, and like he'll have plenty of features that people like. You know, if he has 21 or Future or Drake or something on there, like people want to listen to the album because of those people. So like I think that'll even just make his
Right.
album grow even more. So I think finishing top 5, like that was something I was thinking about too about Post Malone, but yeah, I think that for sure could happen.
Well, it is bold predictions.
Yeah,
man. That was it.
So,
What's the album
Everybody,
called?
don't.
beer bongs and Bentleys.
Beer, bongs, and Bentleys.
Yep.
Wow,
I mean, yeah.
that's quite the message.
That's fun. I want a Bentley.
Shows his priorities. He has his priorities straight.
You want a Bentley?
I would love a Bentley.
I'd love a
I don't
Bentley.
really like
I'd
beer.
love a
How y'all
Bentley.
feel about beer?
I like beer, but hey.
Beer is good.
Bongs?
Drinking.
Bongs are
Like,
great.
we don't
Oh,
approve
wait,
of
hold
drinking.
on. Let's cut that out.
Let's cut.
That's mad funny. Alright.
That's all the time we got. That's all we got time for today, everybody. Hopefully, we said some stuff that was a little controversial, but not too much. I think we backed up everything we said well. Remember, give all artists a chance in 2018. Everybody might end up surprising you. Don't just listen to the mainstream, just like Jalen.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm kidding. It's obvious that he doesn't.
Oh.
He appreciates so much more with
You
music.
feel me? Shout out to MF
Everybody, leave
Doom.
your comments. Shout out to
MF
who?
Doom.
Okay, I feel like you've made that shout out before.
Yeah.
Hopefully, he hits you back up.
Hopefully.
Leave your comments and predictions down below, everybody. We've been 3 for 3, and we're
All
out.
right, peace.